A king entered Jerusalem not with power, but with peace. Palm branches laid before him, a symbol of victory and hope. Palm Sunday isn't just a moment in history, it's a reminder that true greatness comes with humility. Today, we remember his path. Will we walk it too? Once upon a time, there was a man named Jesus. Jesus was kind and loving, and he did amazing things like healing the sick, helping the poor, and teaching people about God's love. Everyone who met Jesus knew he was special. They believed he was the king God promised to send to save them. One day, Jesus decided to go to a big city called Jerusalem. Many people in that city had heard about Jesus, and they were excited to see him. They believed he was the king who would help them. As Jesus was getting close to the city, he told two of his friends, Peter and John, to go into a nearby village. He asked them to bring back a donkey for him to ride on. Now, you might wonder, why a donkey? Well, in those days, kings would sometimes ride on horses, but when a king came in peace, he would ride on a donkey. This was a sign that Jesus was the king who came to bring peace and love, not to fight. When Jesus arrived in Jerusalem, something amazing happened. People heard he was coming, and they ran to meet him. They were so happy and excited to see Jesus that they began to wave palm branches and lay them on the ground. They also took off their coats and laid them down to make a special path for Jesus to ride on. It was like making a royal red carpet, but instead of a fancy carpet, they used palm branches and coats. The people shouted, "Hosanna! Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord." That means, praise God for sending the King. They were so happy because they believed that Jesus was the King who had come to save them. They were welcoming him with joy, like we do when we celebrate someone we love. Now, why do we call this Palm Sunday? It's because of the palm branches the people used to honor Jesus. Palm branches were a sign of victory, peace, and joy. So, by waving the palms, the people were saying, Jesus is our King. He is the one who brings us peace and victory. But not everyone was happy. Some people, especially the leaders of the city, didn't like the way the people were praising Jesus. They didn't believe Jesus was the king. But Jesus didn't get upset. He knew what was going to happen. He was not there to be a king in the way people expected. He was there to show them the true way to live, by loving one another and following God's plan. Why is Palm Sunday so special for us today? Well, Palm Sunday reminds us that Jesus is our King, and he came to bring peace and love to everyone. Even though the people celebrated him that day, not everyone understood who he truly was. But for us, we know that Jesus came to save us, and we can celebrate his love for us every day. So, when we wave palms, or when we remember Palm Sunday, it's like we're saying, Jesus, we love you. You are our King, and we thank you for everything you've done for us. The story of Palm Sunday is a reminder that Jesus is the King of peace and love, and that he came to show us the way to be kind, caring, and full of joy. Just like the people who greeted Jesus that day, we can greet him in our hearts and welcome his love every day. Palm Sunday reminds us that Jesus, our King, came to bring peace and salvation, not power. As we reflect on his journey, let's carry his love in our hearts every day. If this message inspired you, hit like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear it. The path to peace is right in front of us, let's walk it together.